You're listening to First in Line, your all access pass to fan culture. I'm Liv.
Uh-huh.
And last week was a dry week, but this week was giving something else down to the wire. So we have a drama-filled episode today. I think we have to start with the latest to hit the news cycle, which was Jorginho, a Brazilian Italian soccer player who happened to play once for my beloved Chelsea, fighting Chappell Roan on the internet and saying that she was rude to his stepdaughter, who also happens to be Jude Law's biological child.
Child. And also, he was so in, pissed off at what happened that he made two Instagram stories, one
He
in
wrote it
Portuguese
in
and
Brazilian and and
in
English.
English.
He tagged her in both of them.
Um,
Everyone's like, these are not words that I thought would like ever be in a sentence together. I thought that it was fake at first. Like I had to go to his
Same.
Instagram and pull it up because I can't trust anything nowadays. And when I saw that it was actually there, I was like, what is happening? I feel like we need to address the elephant in the room, which is that audio was really
Guys,
weird, so she's now wearing headphones.
I can't.
No
Well,
one would
okay.
know until like now podcasts are all video too.
I know you would never know.
But anyways, tell us about Jorginho and Chappell Roan,
Okay.
please.
Basically, Jorginho, his wife, he was not there, right? Okay, so it was his
Correct.
wife and his stepdaughter went to Brazil, or maybe they live in Brazil, whatever. They were going to Lollapalooza, Brazil to specifically see Chappell Roan. She even made a sign and everything, this little 11-year-old girl. And they happened to be staying at the same hotel as Chappell Roan, and they saw her at breakfast. And the little girl got really excited, according to him, got really excited and walked past Chappell's table to kind of just make sure that it was actually her, kind of be like, oh my God, is this actually her? Like, oh my God, I can't believe she's here. And she said that she just smiled at her, and walked away. Did not ask for a photo, did not do anything beyond that, okay? Then apparently her security guard, or someone who I guess is her security or posed as security, came up to the little girl,
The security. Allegedly.
allegedly came up to the little girl and her mom, reprimanded the mom for like basically being a bad mom. Like, your kid is harassing people, your kid is rude, your kid doesn't know boundaries. And clearly this 11-year-old child's like crying because she's like, what the hell, I'm being yelled at by this grown adult man, and like being told that you're kind of being a bad fan or a bad person after you just like met or like saw someone that you're a huge fan of. And he obviously was really offended by that because, one, you're in a public hotel breakfast. You're doing complimentary breakfast. People are going to walk past your table, okay? People are going to clock you. You're in Brazil for Lollapalooza. You're an artist. And I understand the appeal, or like I understand the perspective of celebrity. Like, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered. But if what he's saying is true, like, were you actually bothered?
Well, it's just like, how is someone not supposed to walk by you at breakfast and smile at you, let alone like a little 11-year-old
Kid.
girl? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is so offensive about
And then
a young girl smiling at you?
and Chappell Roan has always been really vocal about her like disdain for sort of the public eye, I would say, like,
This is
honestly.
working against her because if it was anyone else, like, I don't think it would be that big of a story, but just because it's been so obvious and clearly portrayed out in the media of how she is, especially with paparazzi, but like just with fame in general, like everything that comes with fame in general, like this is just not a good look for her, and that's why it just totally exploded.
Yeah, and like she said in her Instagram story, like today she posted some Instagram stories, and she basically said like the security, like, I had nothing to do with it. It was the security guard's fault. Essentially, like, she was like, I'm sorry, and like it wasn't my fault, and I didn't do anything. Like, the security like overstepped and blah blah blah. And I'm kind of just like I think
Why can't we just say that shouldn't have happened? I didn't personally have anything to do with it. That shouldn't have happened. I'm so sorry to that young fan and XYZ, and fangirls make the world go round. And I remember when
yeah.
I was young and like saw someone that I admired for the first time and I wanted to smile at them. Like, why couldn't that have been the story? Why did she have to come out so hard? That wasn't my personal security.
Yeah. But it's like, well,
No,
someone,
who cares? Who cares if it's your personal security or
yeah,
not? Someone came up and berated the girl, and it's not like they
on
just
your
did
behalf,
that.
like, it's the thing. It's like, even if this is not your personal security, this is not your day-to-day security, it's just some guy you hired to stand there for this thing, it's still someone on your behalf who came and screamed at a child and their mother. Regardless of if you told them to do it or someone you were with told them to do it, it's still really bad. And people, like, I understand people, like, they're acting like she killed the little girl, like she didn't do anything to her. It's like, okay, yeah, no one is saying like she actually, hit her or something, but it is an awful interaction.
I
Like, I'm
think everyone
sorry,
can
it's
say that they've been in like a situation where like their parents have them or their parents like have been embarrassed like in
mm-hmm.
front of them, and it is so jarring and upsetting when you're that young. Like
Yes.
your parents be upset or like to see someone speak to you that way. Like I think that's a very valid situation. I think when it's on like a fame stage of like I understand why he posted a story about it. But I just like why did she post I'm gonna talk about my side of the story. Like
I know. I'm just like, I just find that so, like, to me, I don't think this is obviously, I think this is kind of like shows sort of bad, I don't know, like character, a bad moment, whatever.
yeah.
And people already nitpick at Chappell Roan, and like this is just another reason to like dislike her, I feel like. And I get how that can be frustrating for her and for her fans to be like, people just want to hate her, whatever. But like the real way to deal, like the way to deal with something like this is simply, like you said, to just say sorry. Like you don't need to explain your side of the story. You're fighting an 11-year-old little girl. It's like we're not believing. And another thing that I just need people to understand, because I don't know if you've seen this, but people are like, you guys are believing a man over a woman. I'm like, no, I'm believing an 11-year-old child. The dad is speaking through what his daughter told him. Not He's not making this up from thin air. Like he was not there. He literally said I was not there.
What does he have to gain from saying like that's what people were saying was what does he have to gain by posting that and
Yeah.
making it up? And
Like,
again, if you know the whole, I never thought I would see this, all these words together in a sentence, but it would be bizarre
yeah.
for it to be that misconstrued.
It's just like, I think what happened is that this guy did yell at this child on Chappell Roan's behalf, and maybe she just wants it to go away, which I'm sure, I mean, I would too.
Anyway, I think this is a prime example that Chappell Roan needs better PR team members and
Yes.
maybe just let little girls smile at you every once
Well,
in a
I just am like, this is not going to be the last time this happens. And like, again, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just like kind of shows bad character a little bit. Like, I'm like, girl, like your fans are why you're here. So I don't really get that, but good luck to her.
It's so funny because it reminded me of this time I was in London in one of the vintage shops, like underground on
Mm-hmm.
and I was with my two friends and I look up and I see this man standing right in front of me and we make eye contact. I'm like, I feel like I know him. And I turn around to my friends to be like, do you know who that is? And I turn back around and he's like darted away. Like he literally ran so fast. And then finally I was like, oh my God, like while he's running away from me,
Mm-hmm.
oh, it's Sebastian Stan. And he had already been in like Captain America. I think the first two Captain America movies, like I
Mm-hmm.
think he had already been in the Avengers. Like they had come out. I'm not a massive Marvel fan. Like the most I know him from, like other than like seeing him in the like that he's been in those movies, is literally Carter Bazin and Gossip Girl. So I would never have gone up to him, but he
Yeah.
really did not want to be perceived on that day, and he saw that I just made eye contact with him. Like I don't even maybe I had like a like oh I
Like
must
a
know who you
face.
are.
Yeah.
I must have had a face because something triggered his fight or flight and he literally ran away. And I'm like trying to tell my friends, like he was literally just standing right there, guys. Like, see that?
And
Like
they don't
head
believe
that's
you.
bobbing. Like that's Sebastian Stan.
That guy running away
Honestly,
from me.
if you don't want to be looked at, like run
Yeah,
away.
no, I agree.
It was very respectful. I was like, dude, I would not have encroached on your personal like space like that. I'm sorry you felt that way.
That is
But
so
like
funny.
let's be more like that. Not wait
Yeah.
starts.
Poor Chapel.
That was
Poor
such a
poor fans.
no, I think I would actually like that would be the end for me. Like I feel so bad. She had a little sign. What do you do? Just throw it
I
out after
know.
that? Like
Like I'm like literally I was like she can't even enjoy her damn concert. Like I wouldn't even want to go.
yeah,
I'd be like my whole day would be ruined. So
yeah. I think we need better news to pick us up. So, will you share who your boyfriend of the week this week is?
yes, I will. So my boyfriend of the week is actually tied to my Barracuda bus, which you
Okay.
might see on who I say. But my boyfriend of the week this week is Ryan Gosling. I watched Project Hail Mary this morning, and I just have to say, Ryan Gosling, one of the greatest actors of this lifetime of ours. Like, I just love him. He's charming. He's cute. I keep getting all these like little interview clips of him doing promo, and he's just so funny and seems like a nice guy. And what more could you want?
So is that your barricade or bust this week? Is
Yes,
Project Hail
Project Hail
Mary?
Mary. So good. Like I watched it this morning, 10 a.m. screening with my friend Amy and her two friends, and it was very good. I was captivated the whole time, and like I didn't read the book, but Amy and one of her friends had read the book, and they both like liked it as much as I did. So like they were like, "Oh, it's very close to what the book was like," and it's literally all the whole movie is basically just Ryan Gosling the whole time, like in space,
Mhm.
and it's still so good. Like I don't know, something like it just I loved it so much, and it's like heartwarming and like
Yeah.
emotional and like funny too, and he's just so good.
I was reading about like some of the production of it. I need to read more about it, but they were saying stuff about like the way that they produce like the actual I don't know if it's technically a spaceship, like I don't know what he's actually in.
Yeah.
But, like the spaceship that he's in, like the way that they built it was really interesting. And then also I think that there's an alien question mark.
Yes. Yeah.
The alien, like the way that they had built the alien was also really different from the way that they've been doing it in movies recently. So I will try to find whatever it is that I read that on and send it to you because I thought that was really interesting. And that made me honestly want to watch the movie even more. So I need to see it, but I
You
didn't read
should.
that or The Martian. I feel like I need to read them both. So I've heard really good things about both books.
Yeah, Amy loved. She was like, she read it in September, and she was like, "We need to see this movie." Like literally, when she read it, she's like, "We're going to watch this movie when it comes out." I'm like, "Okay, I'm down." So it honestly makes me want to read the book because the movie is really good and like compelling, and like they said that there's parts of the book that they kind of skipped over, like put together in the movie
Yeah.
that like give you more context. So definitely makes and people. Another shout out is people apparently really love the audiobook of this. I think it's because it's a really big book. It's really long. The
Mhm.
audiobook's like 12 hours, and apparently like they do like different voices and like things like that, and it's like really, really good. So I might check that out because I'm like, I don't know if I can
Read
haul
it.
that book around with me.
Yeah. We have a flight coming up, so
I
maybe you
know.
can read it while you're standing in line at TSA. I'm kind of
For
scared for
five
you.
hours.
Yeah, Elham's coming to New Jersey. I was gonna say
I'm
like
so
New Jersey for my daughter's first birthday
I'm
party
literally so
this
excited.
week. So, and both of our birthdays, technically, all three of our
Hmm.
birthdays.
I'm literally so
It's like
excited.
the worst week to be traveling, I think.
I
Just
know.
keep hearing more and more about these TSA lines, so you're gonna have to get there really
I
early.
know. I
You can
literally
only
saw
read a
someone
whole
be
book in line.
someone literally was like, I got to my flight, my airport 6 hours early. And my flight still my flight still got delayed, canceled, like whatever. I'm like, I'm I'm getting there in 2 hours. If the flight's gonna leave, I hope it leaves with me on it. Like I'm just like, what is happening? Like I don't have that in me. Like why are we suffering? But yeah, spring break, like, and it's also the worst time to travel because it's like
Yeah,
spring
spring
break, all this stuff. I'm just like, hopefully, no one else is going to New
and
Jersey
then
like
like,
me.
I think technically Easter week, basically too. So
Mm-hmm.
awful.
So pray for your girl. But what's your barricade or bust?
My barricader bus this week, funny enough that we kind of got talking about books, is a book because I hadn't read a book in like over a month and a half. I love this author's books, Catherine Center. She writes a lot of like romance books, contemporary romance books. I read one of her latest books, The Rom-Commers, and
Mm-hmm.
it's about a screenwriter who's not well known, like hasn't actually had anything bought, and her high school ex-boyfriend is the manager of like a very, very famous screenwriter, and that famous screenwriter writes a rom-com that's so trash and horrible it's going to become a movie. And so the ex-boyfriend asks his ex-girlfriend to help rewrite it,
Mm-hmm.
telling the screenwriter that that's what the plan is. So she flies all the way out to LA and they meet each other and they end up, of course, like,
Falling in love.
rewriting this rom-com and then maybe falling in love with each other. Um, Nothing like so crazy, but really solid book. Got me out of that slump. So I'm back
Mm-hmm.
reading. So that would be my barricade or bust for this week.
That's exciting. I need to get back into reading. I've been so bad. Ever since I gave that one book, My Barricaded Bus, I've not read a single other book since then. So maybe the airport is going to be the place
Yeah.
where I
Well,
get
I
these
feel like the
books.
airport is the best place to buy books. Like I
Yeah,
can't not buy a book when I'm in the airport.
I know.
So
Everything looks good. Pray for me, guys. I'm scared.
so the other massive, massive, massive
Bombshell news.
also, like, guys, like, you have to take a moment when you hear my barricade or bust next week. Spoiler alert. But this was our next episode was filmed before this. But
Mm-hmm.
if you watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, something is going on in Utah this week. I just don't even know. So Taylor Frankie Paul was supposed to be the Bachelorette. Um, we all know that she's been hooked on her ex boyfriend Dakota
Boyfriend.
for
Yeah.
years and years and years. They did have a altercation in 2023, which was well documented at the end of the first episode of the first season of Secret Life of Mormon Wives. And allegedly, there was another altercation between the two of them after the Bachelorette filming, I think in February, at the end of February this year.
Mm-hmm.
However, what really came to a head was video footage from the altercation in 2023 was released this week on the internet, and The Bachelorette was subsequently canceled the weekend before it was supposed to release. Um, Lots and lots to unpack
Yeah.
there. I think the biggest thing for me is I just there's a lot of questions about whether or not she should have ever been the Bachelorette in the first place.
Yes.
Knowing what everyone knows about her, knowing what everyone's seen about her on TV, and I think there's like a bigger conversation about like people's mental health status, like being so like
Being abused for views.
displayed for
Yeah.
views online is like really kind of sickening, and I think that's coming to the forefront with this entire thing.
Yes. And like this, like the Bachelorette and the Bachelor are literally supposed, the end goal of the show, whether you believe it or not, is to get engaged and to essentially get married, hopefully. And to cast Taylor Frankie Paul as a Bachelorette as honestly a last ditch effort to probably save the franchise, because um the Bachelor and the Bachelorette franchise has been through a lot. I mean, they fired their hosts, like
Mhm.
they've been through a lot these last, like, probably since 2020, I would say, like these last 6 years. And they were trying to, like, obviously you bring this girl who has millions of followers online, who already has a very popular TV show that's centered around her, and you bring her onto this new platform where then these are guaranteed views. Like, people who watch The Bachelor and Bachelorette are going to watch it all the
Yeah.
time. They're loyal viewers, but you're bringing new people in. Like, I was going to watch it. I've never watched, I'm not a Bachelor Nation girl, but like I was going to watch it because I'm like, I know Taylor Frankie Paul, like it's going to be fun, whatever. And I feel like it just goes to show that they do not care. Like, this drama, this abusive patterns, toxic relationship has been very apparent since 2023 with these producers, Hulu, who makes Secret Lives of Mormon Minds. Like, they know about this, and they still wanted to make her the Bachelorette because they care about dollars and like ad revenue and all that stuff. At the end of the day, they don't really care. Like, they don't really care about if you get married or not. Like, it's like,
Which
okay,
I think
make good.
is really weird too, because again, if you watch any of her show, especially this like most recent season, um, her and Dakota clearly are not finished. So
Yes.
to revive your show with someone who's going to come on and you know that it's not going to end up working out for them because you know like this isn't their end game. Again, like she has three kids too to think about.
Yeah.
Um, I just don't understand where they expected their show to go after that, because obviously for years and years I think it's always been like these contestants that come on looking for kind of like D level clout and fame.
Yeah.
But I think even more so now when you bring someone on that's like so clearly like regardless of everything that's going on right now, like not ready to be
Settle
remarried.
down.
At the end of this, they're supposed to get engaged. Like clearly not
Yeah.
ready to be engaged again to someone that she just met. So it's like a really odd choice in general outside of what you're talking about, like literally just for views and because she's gonna bring a viewership in.
Yeah. And like I saw someone else say this, and they were like, The Bachelor, like these shows are, it's like the person at the center is a very nice America sweetheart, nice, kind person. The drama comes with the people, the contestants on the show. Like the drama's not centered around the Bachelor or the
Yeah, it's
Bachelorette.
not
It's
supposed to
sent
be that person bringing the
Yeah.
chaos. Yeah.
It's supposed to be the contestants fighting over the person that brings the drama, and then obviously like they get involved because it's about them. But like Taylor Frankie Paul comes with baggage. She comes with drama. She's also just like very known, and I think that's also another slimy thing. Like all these guys, I'm guarantee you, like obviously, like they know who she is. Like they know her drama. They know she has 3 kids. They know this Dakota stuff. Like it's different than like when you pluck a contestant from like a previous show and give them their own show, because like
Yeah.
they're kind of not, I don't know, like as known, and it's very insular, like the fandom and stuff. And I don't know, I just feel like it's very slimy, it's gross. And also I saw another report yesterday where apparently the other Mormon wives went to the ABC executives and were like, we don't want to film with her anymore. And this was like before all this shit happened. Like they're like, she's too much drama, we don't want to film with her. And they basically were like, we don't care. Like they were just like, we don't care, you have to do it, suck it up. And I think that is just like very unfortunate, because now there's like 2 shows that are in, I mean, The Bachelor is probably never gonna, that's like lost to media forever, but like these 2 franchises are like in limbo because of this one girl, where everyone can kind of see that she was like, she should not be filmed, she should not be on TV, but the executives just care about the drama. Like they don't care about her, and
Yeah,
they
like
pretend.
honestly, more gagged that like the first season, the first couple episodes of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives came out.
Yeah, like
Like,
literally,
what?
and the first episode
If
ends
this
with the
is
arrest.
problematic, like why did that even happen?
The first episode shows the body cam footage. It doesn't show, and like another thing, like she pled guilty. Like she literally said, I did this. And like I get it, like she pled guilty. I'm sure she is wishes that video never ever saw the light of day, but it's something that happened that she admitted to already. And maybe in their mind they're like, oh well, she already admitted to this, and like people, so what, this show's on coming on season 5. Like they're like, people don't really care anymore. But I think it's different when like now there's actual
Yeah,
video
it's a shock.
footage.
This shock factor of like actually seeing it.
Yeah. And then I don't know, because now I just think, because then
But I
people
think
are
too
like,
from like I think too from like the other women, like I understand how they feel like it impacts their brand clearly, like clearly
yeah,
associated with this, and like they even all call her like the founder of Mom Talk, like she's the leader.
yeah,
But I think like something that was really prevalent in the most recent season, season 4 that just came out, too, was like them all trying to tell her that she needs to stop with this, like she just keeps calling it like a cycle. It's a cycle. It's just
yeah,
something that she does. Like she just goes back to him and she just can't break the cycle, but she doesn't do anything to actually try to break the cycle.
yeah,
I think it's like one of those things with friendships too, where like it just gets to the point where like if your friends won't stop hurting themselves, like then you just have to let them be on their own and
yeah,
themselves. Like I very much am like that type of person of like if you don't want my advice, like don't ask for my advice, but also like don't come crying to me when things go exactly the way that they continue to
we've
go.
been saying for,
Anything about it. Like, and I
yeah,
think that's where they're like fed up from. It's like they're fed up from like a friend, but then they're also fed up from like a business perspective because at this point, like it is affecting their business.
yeah, it's affecting it affects the show. They paused filming the show, and like I know people keep,
And talking about pausing filming season 5 of Secret Lives, this
oh
Jordan
my God, I
decided to
forgot.
file for divorce against Jesse this week, and so we don't even
I
have the camera.
literally forgot
We
about that.
should have had like Scandival, like cameras,
Yeah,
like this all should have been on there. So
I
people
know.
are saying that he filed because essentially Jesse pretty much said that she was going to file, and he filed first to try to put in like clauses or get her to not be able to talk about it or talk about him while this is going on. Um, and I'm just so devastated that we're not seeing this
I
unfold like
know.
day by day because filming is paused. I'm hoping that they're recording like little iPhone
I honestly think they
footage
probably are.
days.
Like
I
they
hope
probably are.
so. I
I
mean,
know people, sorry, people keep saying like the show, like they're like the show can't come back, the show can't come back, but I'm like, this show is coming back. Like if you know anything about reality TV, like they are picking those cameras back up. I don't know if Taylor Frankie Paul will be there. I don't know if they're just gonna have a black screen being like, she got in trouble, she stopped filming on what
Yeah.
March, whatever, goodbye. But the rest of these girls are going to continue filming. And if you for a second believe that this show is not going to still be successful without her, like I just think, one, I do think that they're probably gonna bring her back on this show. Like I just feel that in my heart. Like I don't know why, I just feel it. And
It just
two,
depends. It just depends, like, what else there is,
I
like, what
know.
other skeletons there are, because, like,
Because
if they're bad, then the girls are not going to film with her, and, like,
did
that's
you
fair.
see the some guy, some like
Yeah.
reality TV person was like commenting like, I'm surprised she's still on her phone, and she replied like
I still
to
have
their
a
comment on
job. Like, I'm
Instagram like,
still employed. Yeah.
yeah, I have a job, I'm still employed. I'm like, interesting. I mean, the only person to pull the plug on her is the Bachelorette and Cinnabon. Like I've not seen any other brand deal pull the plug on her, so I don't know, but I just feel like the show's gonna continue, and they're probably, I mean, these girls have issues beyond Taylor. Like she's not the only person that's crumbling or like has, I mean, we have eating disorder. We have
Yeah.
Layla, who's literally 99, admitted to being 99 pounds, very clearly has an eating disorder since season 1 of this show, and said, "Oh yeah, my doctor gave me a GLP-1 and now I'm going to rehab."
I mean, someone should be
Girl,
sued for that, honestly.
like,
Like, we should be talking
like,
about medical malpractice here, but, like, it's fine. Then we have, like, everyone dating everyone's ex slash not ex. Like, I don't even know what's going on. But I think the best part of that show, like, regardless of all this, like what you were just saying, like, they are so chronically online. Like, they are
mm-hmm.
probably more online than we are. They are posting statements in real time, responding to comments, like, still commenting this week. People within their circle are making videos about what's going on
Yeah,
and commenting on them. It's just they're never offline. It's always
no.
giving, and that's again another reason why they're not going to not come back.
Yeah, like they're literally making
They live for
TikToks.
this.
Literally, when they paused filming, it was like, I think it was Jesse, Michaela, and Macy maybe in a TikTok, or maybe it was 3 of them. But like when they paused filming before the video came out, but it was like Dakota and Taylor got into an altercation. The cameras are down. They made a TikTok about it. They're like, when you're toxic, like something about like when you're something like toxic, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, guys, hello. I don't think this is appropriate, but they don't care. And like, I honestly think for better or worse, I mean, there is like sort of this idea of like, when is enough enough? Like, when is too far? Like, I think people are redeemable. There are ways that you can change. And I don't believe that Taylor Frankie Paul is this like horrible, evil person. I honestly think she just needs help. Like, she literally needs help. Like, she
Like,
needs
actually needs to get help. Like,
to
not
get
just,
help. She needs to get away from Dakota. She needs to get actual mental help, like for her mental health, because clearly there's something wrong.
like,
But
that's
it's
what
like,
she needed instead of going on The Bachelorette.
yes, literally. Like I'm like, she needed that. And then it's like, but it does beg the question of like, where do you draw the line? But she's not the only, you know, evil, toxic woman to be on reality TV. But I don't know. It's just very interesting, and like I guess we'll keep you updated. Like I don't know, because it is like such a hard thing to deal with because
Well, I think it's weird because, like, I have my opinions. Like, I don't necessarily think that The Bachelorette should have been canceled over the video that we saw, knowing that this has already been explained as to what has happened, and she's
yeah,
been asked to be on The Bachelorette. But there's also things that I feel like we don't know. So, like, I
exactly.
feel weird being like, well, it shouldn't have been canceled when there's probably things that, like, are later going to come out. And some of our takes have been, like, going, like,
Yeah, I
really
know. Some of our
spiritual
takes are horrible. So maybe
recently.
it's like,
So I'm trying to be really careful with this one because this is not one I want to be on the wrong side of. So,
that is so funny. I know. Well, speaking of more reality TV drama, Summer House.
yeah, Summer House.
Summer House.
Okay, like, I feel like the big thing that we need to talk about is the Bailey and Ben argument, because we haven't touched that yet.
Yes.
So, 2 new house guests, Bailey and Ben, have joined the season. We are Bailey girls down. Like,
Yep.
love her. She is the future of Summer House. Ben met Amanda and Kyle through friends at a wedding in Italy, and they all skinny dipped together, or at least Ben and Amanda did. And the production have made it seem like there is something flirty between Ben and Amanda this whole season,
Hmm.
even though Amanda's still married to Kyle as of the season
Yeah.
being filmed. Um, they are celebrating Amanda's birthday dinner and decide to all go around the table and say something nice about her. And everyone's talking about like her work ethic, her being authentically herself. And Ben decides to compliment her like physically. Um,
Yeah.
and Bailey's like, "Oh, it's obvious that you just want to sleep with her." And he just flips out about that. Um, and Bailey says, "I don't think that it was a joke, obviously,
Yeah.
one. And two, if a man said that, like I don't think we would be talking about it right now." And I think that was like the most valid take of
Yeah.
all. I just feel like Bailey owned it in that moment. Like she continued to own that she said it. She also was like, there is something weird going on here. Like I'm not just making this up.
Yeah.
Like why would I just say that?
She
Um,
was like, you guys joke about it, which they do.
yeah,
Which
yeah.
they do. They do joke about it. Or talk constantly talk about their skinny dipping
Yeah.
adventure. It's like,
I just feel
okay.
like she was like really self-aware of like how she read that situation and like
Yeah.
maybe it was like a bad time joke or like I think the way that Ben was trying to twist it when he spoke to her was like it wasn't the right time like because they were
Yeah.
saying something nice about Amanda, which like I could agree with, but like at the crux of the issue, like what she said was valid.
No, literally. And also, well then if this is a birthday dinner to say something nice, like how about you actually compliment her as a human being and you
Yeah,
don't talk about her body?
exactly.
Like,
Like I thought that
and
was weird before Bailey even made the
yes,
joke.
same. It's weird. Like, it's weird to say like the way to compliment someone at their birthday dinner with their husband sitting next to them is to be like, you're a nice, kind person. You are always have a smile on your face. It's not like your body's amazing and you're so hot and sexy. Like, you don't say that. And then to make matters worse, there's literally a clip where when he obviously Bailey gets very upset because he was being mean. Like he was mad at her and like he was kind of being mean and he wouldn't let it go, and so she was crying and she in her confessional was like, I'm not making this up. Like he brings her coffee in the morning. He like clip the production clip this together. He brings her coffee in the morning. She's swimming in the pool. He brings her towels. He's always hugging her. He's always touching her. He's like he's bringing her drinks. Like things that like yeah, a friend would do, but a little
Not to
bit
mention
more.
her relationship is like crumbling during
Yes.
this time, which makes it, I think, even weirder, right? It's
Yes.
like clearly her relationship is bad, so like why are you like basically
Doing
doing
all
what her
that.
boyfriend should be or her boyfriend basically doing what her husband should be doing.
Yes, and like Bailey literally was like, he doesn't do that for me. He doesn't bring me coffee in the morning. He doesn't give me drinks. He doesn't give me towels. It's like, yeah, if we're all friends here, why are you not treating me a little extra nice? Like, there's clearly something you have with Amanda. And the mid-season trailer comes out, guys. The mid-season trailer comes out, and there's a clip of Amanda telling Lindsay that Ben wanted to sleep with her in at some point in Italy or something. Did she say Italy
Yeah.
or did she just
Yeah.
say
So
yeah?
like Italy where they met when they skinny dipped. Like, yeah, she was like Ben want definitely wanted to sleep with me or something like that.
So I'm like, so is Bailey not reading the situation correctly now? Like, I just am like, so it was true. And one thing
Which
that
is
annoyed
funny
me,
because it's funny because in that episode, like people were saying like basically like that it was like rude to do to Amanda and like to
yeah,
say to Amanda. And Amanda really had like no reaction to it. Like I think she like agreed when someone said it, but like she never spoke to Bailey about it. She kind of laughed about it, like made a
yeah,
joke about it later on. Um, so I also thought that like that was odd too. Like she really wasn't offended by it.
no, and like, and it's just like I think a lot of, um, I don't know, like he kept being like, "You're," what did he say? Like,
Well, he
you
just
think,
wouldn't leave sitting on the edge of the bed. Like,
yes,
go to bed
yes,
then if you're just gonna
like
sit here and yell
I
at me.
think there's a reason why he's very defensive. Like there was clearly
There's
truth to
always
it. Like
reason why someone's that defensive.
yeah, and like honestly, if he would have just laughed it off and been like, ha ha ha, no, or whatever, I think it would have gone over normally. But now it's like you made this huge deal and you just like kind of made yourself look like an asshole. And then further on, like whatever happens, in the season continuing, like Bailey's gonna be right. Like you do want her. And like honestly, like, okay, everyone has a crush on everyone in that damn house.
Yeah,
Who
like
cares
I
if you
have
have
a
a
little
crush
crush, okay.
if you have a crush on someone who's married and in a horrible relationship? Like, does it even matter? Like, I don't know.
Well, Jesse
And
Solomon obviously has a crush on her too. So
yeah, like it does stop. And honestly, I don't think Kyle gives a shit. Like,
Yeah.
Kyle does not care about anything, so he would probably be like, great, I got the
Go ahead.
hottest girl in here. Like, I don't know. He'd probably find it as a compliment. Like, I don't know, but yeah. And speaking of crumbling relationships and ships that will never probably set sail again, Sierra and West.
I don't know.
Sierra
I
and
just feel
West.
so weird that it's like coming back up, like for it to go nowhere. It's just killing me on the inside. But like I truly don't believe that we're setting sail. But I mean, I'm glad that we're getting to like come around the block like once more on the show at least because
Mm-hmm.
I'm living for
I
it.
know. I'm loving it too. I will say there's very clearly like when they're having okay, West is like a horrible communicator. And I think this was obviously their issue from their first time they go around is that he
But I
does
feel like in
not.
all facets of his life, like not just
Yes,
this, yeah.
not just to Sierra, but like literally in general. Because even in his confessionals, I feel like he never really knows what he's saying. And he always like says five things. Like he's like, oh, like he doesn't want to offend anyone. So he like says he covers all his bases. But it's like, well, what do you actually believe? Like, what do you actually think? Like, just say it. And it's very clear that Sierra needs that. Like, she needs clear communication. She needs someone who's going to be honest, who's going to be real, who's going to take, like criticism, who's going to allow her to be open. And I just think like West is way too aware of like maybe public perception or something that he like can't like free himself from it. Like he can't free himself from just like existing. Like I think he cares too much about what the public think while he's filming the show, which is why he cares a lot when he's doing his confessionals because he's like, oh, this is gonna come back to haunt me. Like people are gonna listen to this. Like I need to make sure that I'm making it very clear that, oh yeah, I like Sierra, but not like that. I don't want her to be my girlfriend. But no, I don't want people to think that like I don't want her to be my girlfriend because I think negatively about her. So I'm just gonna say like, yeah, I have a crush on her, but it's like he was like said something like it's a nighttime crush, it's a daytime crush, it's a lunch crush, like this whole thing, and I'm like, can you just say you like her? It's okay.
Well, I also feel like, and I don't know whether we talked about it or whether it's like kind of come up on the show or whatever, but like honestly, like the way that it's come across right now is like, yeah, they like miss each other, but like I feel like Sierra's talking more about that. Like he's just talking about like when he's drunk, basically like
Yeah.
interested in her, and like obviously he was that one scene he's like trying to basically crawl into her skin. So like it's not giving like, oh, I miss like how intellectual she is or like I miss spending time with her. It's giving like I just like want to be around a woman right now. Like it's not
Mm-hmm.
giving relationship, which is what
No.
Sierra wants. But I am very interested to see how it plays out because I'm shocked that it's like being filmed this way because I know they've been around each other outside of this season.
Mm-hmm.
Like recently they've been pictured together. And so I'm just very intrigued because I don't like I'm just shocked that Sierra would still be around him if they kind of went to go rekindle things and then decided not to.
Yeah, I agree. And like we can touch a little bit about like the race conversation
Yeah,
too, because I think that was
I wanted to ask about what your thoughts were on that, but
yeah.
say what you were gonna say about
Yeah,
like
because I
them.
think that was I think that was honestly like the very clear to me like that her and Wes could just never work out
Mhm.
because she talked about how it's very hard for her to I mean it's 2026 but people are very weird about interracial relationships, especially when it's a white man and a black girl,
Mhm.
like very weird about them, very judgmental, overly concerned, overly sensitive, overly like just very concerned. And I think to Sierra, it hurt like she needs once again like someone who's like very open to talk about that. And in no way is West racist. And I think like she was like no, in no way is he like racist or anything. But it's like there are just things that you wouldn't think about because he's white. Like he doesn't understand that why she probably has to like be on her like kind of like on the edge, and maybe she's like a little afraid to open up because she knows the public scrutiny that's going to come with this relationship, and it feels like he understands it but like not to the level that she needs him to in a way, because he to him in his mind it's like, well, I'm not racist, I have black friends, I'm very liberal, like blah blah blah. But it's like no, like to her and like her community and people who watch this show and look like her, all they're gonna say about her, and I've seen countless videos, I literally even sent you one where like the girl started getting really mean about Sierra. Like first she was like, Sierra, I want better for you, like I want you to think outside of this house. Like, you should try and find a guy like outside of this house. And then it's like switches where they're like, why are you so obsessed with these white men? Why do you need white male approval? Like, you need to get out of these white male fantasy. And it's like, it's not to, I'm like, she doesn't want a white man. She just wants a man who likes her. And then, hey, he happens to be white. Like, I don't know. Like, I
Also, I
completely,
think like that's pretty much what she was telling him
yeah.
in the first season when they did get together. Like, and she was like, "You have an out, you have an out, like you have an out," and then was like, she had said to him, I'm sure, like off the show, like they have given them like the newbies the rundown on like how things
Mm-hmm.
go in the media, and I think that's why again like she was so hurt by when he did that interview, like saying that he didn't like her, making her look dumb, giving
Mm-hmm.
like more fodder for like coming after her for like these really racial, like mean, hurtful things.
Mm-hmm.
And that was exactly what she had warned him about. And that's like kind of what you're saying. Like it's like the ignorance and like where
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yeah, well, people were calling me racist too. And it's like, I'm sorry, it's like not the same. It's
No,
the same.
it's like,
And like you can understand it like to a degree, yes. Like you understand it a little bit, but like no.
no,
Like, it's not.
it's not the same at all. Like, it's like, okay, people are calling you racist. Great. You aren't, you're not. Like, to me, I'm like, West, first of all, you're a man at the end of the day. In this situation, the man's always going to get out quicker
Hmm.
and easier than the woman. And it's like, okay, well, now imagine you getting racial slurs, plus you're getting called dumb, plus you're getting called male centered, plus you're getting called like an idiot. Like, there's a lot of more that Sierra goes through versus like you just being like someone just be telling you, oh, you're racist. Okay, well, you're not. So just like, it's not the same. And I think that's what's so frustrating is like probably to her, and like why it makes me so sad watching her like in these confessionals, like be like, I'm scared of public opinion. Like, she is scared of it because that shit will drive you crazy. Like, if every day all you're reading is that this guy just is using you, he doesn't actually like you, you have low self-esteem, blah blah blah. It eats at you, I'm sure, and it's just like clearly has eaten at her, and I think that's why she's just like, I don't want to even try to go there, even if I like him and we have good rapport. It's like it's might not even be worth it because he did hurt her in a big way. Like, he really did. Like, that interview was mean, regardless if he's like. And another thing, I don't even really think he's ever really said sorry. That's like a tangent that I can go on, but he like says like like, once again, bad communicator. Like,
Yeah,
he
like
doesn't.
he's sorry. He's sorry for like the interview.
Yeah.
Like
He's like, I didn't realize it was gonna be on the New York Times.
he's
Oh,
not
okay.
like sorry for like the fact that she told him over and over again that like basically if he didn't want to be in a relationship with her, like we can just be friends. But like
Yeah.
that wasn't enough for him because he wanted what he wanted, and like that's why she felt that way, because it was like you just wanted to get what you wanted and you did it.
Yes.
And you were like, "Okay, we're cool." Like, and that's exactly what she said. Like it's fine if we don't want the same things, but like just tell me, back to him not being able to communicate what he
Yeah.
wants or needs.
And then like on the opposite like dynamic with KJ and Dara is like, they I feel like people online are like obsessed with them. Like, they're like, "Oh my god, they're so cute. They're so
Yeah.
this, they're so that. Like, I just love them together. Oh my god, he's so open. He's so nice." Like, blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, like this is literally what Sierra's talking about. Like KJ can date whoever he wants. No one is ever going to call him low racial self-esteem. No one's ever going to come for him. Or white, like, no one's going to talk about the fact that his girlfriend is not black. But Sierra looks at Wes, gives him a hug. They're like, all you care about is white male approval. Like, it's just like, it's so hard. And I honestly feel bad for her, which is why I'm glad that she has KJ and Mia, because like, it's just like, I remember even a few years ago, wasn't the other girl also named Mia that was there? Like, the other
No,
with
that was
like odd
Maya. That was Maya.
Maya.
Yeah, who
Okay.
I liked Maya.
Yeah. But I liked when Maya was there with her too, because it was like, it's nice for her to have not only another black person, but like a black woman on the show, because it's like they can understand her. And I will give the Summer House like people credit. Like, they are one of the most very like open and like
Hmm.
shows, and they talk about race like a lot, and they talk about like racial dynamics a lot, which I think is very true to like the generation of like who's on the show and the times that we live in, and they like they don't pretend like that stuff doesn't exist, which I love, which is why I think everyone like loves this show, is because they live in reality, and they're not just like, I can't be racist, I have a black friend. It's like, okay. Like Kyle, like, okay, this is kind of a tangent, but Sierra was on Carl's podcast and she talks about like her season was 2020. So it was like COVID, George Floyd, Black Lives Matter protests, like the election, all that stuff. And her first season. And she was talking about how she was so like, she's like, like when I met Kyle, like I would have never thought that he was like a Democrat or like a liberal. Like I'm like, yeah, a drunk white blonde guy, like who's like a frat boy at 40. Yeah, I would think that he's
Literally,
like mad get down.
what is he, Gen X?
But I just thought that was so funny. Like she was like, yeah, I was like really scared to like talk about anything because I didn't know what anybody was like in the house. But like, I don't know. I just like honestly, I've let go of a lot of my Bravo shows. Like the Real Housewives bore me now. Like Beverly Hills bores me. I don't really watch it much.
Well,
But
it's funny
Summer
that you
House,
say that because like pretty much the other show, which I haven't watched the new season yet, so we can't really talk about it.
okay,
But the other show to be watching is Southern Hospitality.
yeah,
Like, and that's why that show is so good too. Southern Hospitality just won a GLAAD award for like unscripted
hmm
TV because of their portrayal of like LGBTQ stories.
yeah,
And I think that's another cast too that's like really authentic, like showing the diversity in our country and in our like age range right now, the like
hmm
millennial Gen Z age range.
hmm
And I think that's why they're so interesting to us because it feels like way more real.
yeah. And it's so like open and honest, and like no, there's not really like pointing fingers, and like obviously there's like a whole thing in Southern Hospitality where like Emmy says that um
Yeah, you were saying Brad.
Brad, yeah, Emmy says that Brad is like scared her or something. Like she says like he was scary or something, and Brad is a black guy and Emmy's this white girl, and he gets very upset about that. Like he's like, you should not be saying I'm scary like to people because
The
it's a very,
connotation, yeah.
yeah, horrible trope and things like that. And that is like a conversation that probably like even 3 years ago was not happening on Bravo. Like,
Well, it was not making it past the production floor.
no, exactly. And it's just like very open and honest, and I really enjoy that. And I think what I also enjoy is like the ability to like still be friends at the end of the day. Like I feel like Summer House people, like they have these like tough conversations, and like they have these disagreements, but they still are friendly and they are still like open. And
Yeah.
yeah, I just think those two shows are like the future of Bravo. Like I want Bravo to keep getting like shows of people in their 20s, early 30s, because like, and even 40s, like just like we can have the housewives, they're always going to be there, but I think having these shows with millennials and Gen Z just makes it more fun for us, the viewers, honestly, at the end of the day. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, these are things that we're talking about with our friends. These are things we see all the time, that seeing it on reality TV actually being real is like very good and interesting. Let's pray that this coming week, we get a few pop culture stories, nothing too toxic and horrible and draining like this week.
No, something uplifting, please.
Yeah, like some happiness, sunshine, and rainbows.
Make sure you're following us on all streaming platforms, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, and that you're following us on social media on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at First in Line Pod.
And don't forget to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify. 5 stars only. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you're enjoying about our episodes.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time on First in Line.
Bye.